This is Sid Grosvenor, your Lake Chapala information guy and buyers only exclusive realtor. Today we're going to be taking a look at a home in Upper Riberas de Pilar on Christina, and we're looking west now down the street, and we're going to step out into the street now and pan around, and I see that there's a home here that's looks like 5A. That's recently sold, and panning around, the one next to it looks like it may have been built by the same builder, and it's also for sale by the same company. And looking back down the street to the east, we see that it goes down and turns to the right on a north and south street, and we're just 2 blocks above the carretera, and there's some very nice homes there in Lomas de Ajijic on the east end of this street. And now we'll take a look at inside the property. This home has excellent security. It has the wires up above that surround the property, and they're electric, of course. Okay, and now we'll proceed inside, or towards the inside. I see that there's a lamp outside so you can see your way in at night, and there's also a intercom here so you can talk to whoever's at your front gate. And so let's go inside, and I see a front yard with high walls and some plantings. It does have a nice cement wedge along the front here, so that that prevents, or helps prevent, and usually prevents salitre from going up into the walls, moisture going into the walls. And here's the aljibe in the front here, and the gas tank is on the far end of the property here at the front. And I'm going to pan around now, and we have an overhead motor for opening the solid steel gate automatically. And again, high walls, so that's good security, and a carport which is plenty large enough for a very large car. And you window to the kitchen so you can see who might be coming in. And there's also the runners coming up from the driveway, so there's really room to park a car there and make this area into here in front of the door into a nice nice sitting area. And the front door I previously opened here, looks like it's I think it might be a hollow door, I thought. And you have an atrium, even though the house is sitting north and south and should get good natural breezes. There's an atrium here with a fountain in the middle, and rooms opening onto the atrium, which is open to the sky above, which will give you some good breezes through the home, I would think. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn on a light or two. You can see a little better. The guest bath was right off the foyer for the powder room, and it's just outside. Looks like the guest bedroom here, and the guest bedroom has, as I think most of the home will have, the boveda ceilings. These are cement with reinforced steel bars inside, and the guest bedroom is on the front, so you have a window to the front yard and to the front door. And panning around, you see the boveda ceilings, and then there's the open sliding door to the atrium. It's a really good idea to have an atrium like that, even in a house that's situated north and south. And then I should pan up and show you this pretty ceiling in the entryway. It's the arch brick, very high arch brick with a molding. I'm not sure if it has indirect lighting over the molding or not. Probably it does. And now we're going into the living area, and the first thing I see is the glass top table, although I think the house is listed as unfurnished, but it's a nice place for a table here. Again, next to the atrium. And panning back around to the living area. And on this fireplace, I'll have to check to see if it's gas. Yes, it is gas. There's a gas cutoff on it. So that's an attractive feature. And we'll go out to the patio in just a moment or two. But first I want to turn around here and show you the pretty kitchen with granite countertops. The house looks brand new, although it's apparently been lived in, I'll call it lightly, at some point. There's a intercom to the front gate that you saw earlier. So when someone rings your doorbell, you can pick up the intercom and see just who it is. And there's a window over the sink, over the stainless steel sink, that looks out over the rear yard. It's not a very big rear yard, but it's a pretty yard. We'll go out there in just a moment, but now I'm going to back up and show you these internal cabinets in light colored wood. And it's a place for a microwave, and it does have the large full-size range, and it does have the glass top that folds down, cover it, and gives you additional workspace here on top. And then you lift it up to protect the wall behind from any grease splatters. And it's got a GE refrigerator in the silver tone. Uh-oh. They had that in there to keep the door from shut. I wanted to show you the size. Nice size refrigerator, not overly big, but plenty large enough for a couple. And then right off the kitchen is the washroom or the laundry room. And right now I just see a washer, but there's room for a dryer, and I don't see a hot water heater. So apparently maybe the home has not been, the hot water heater would go there. There's the connectors for a hot water heater would be mounted. And there's shelves for soap powders and that kind of thing. And it's convenient right off the kitchen. Okay, now let's, before we go out on the patio, I want to finish the interior here. And off the living area is a small room that would be perfect for a small office. And it also has a window to the rear yard. And then to the left of this little office area, like an ante-room to the master bedroom. And the master bedroom is nice size, has a ceiling fan built in the corner, would be good for a television or stereo or both. And it also opens onto this atrium in the middle, so you could get really good breezes. You could listen to the fountain, kind of put you to sleep at night if you had it on at night. And it does have a window to one side of the master bedroom to the rear yard, and it has a control that winds it out. So it's and it also locks here at the top. And locking place there. And now let's go into the master bath area off the master bedroom. And I'm impressed by the size, and I notice that it has a skylight up above the lavatory, which means that you would have natural light. It'd always be a bright bath, and the ladies could put on their makeup with natural light that way. And then it has a very large walk-in closet with on one side it has shelves all up above, lots of room for storage up above, and on one side of the closet it just has the one bar for long things. You might want to add a second bar there. Then in the center it has a shelving for whatever you want to put there, maybe shoes, sweaters. And then on the left side it has a double bar, lower and upper bar, and the space above. And it too has a skylight and a regular light inside the master bedroom, very large closet. So turning out back into the bath area, there's of course the potty and a towel rack and a nice sized shower. I don't see a seat. No, there's no seat, but you could certainly add a seat if you wanted to have that. Okay, let's move on down to the back through the master bedroom, back through the little office area, back into the living area and the kitchen beyond, and let's go out and take a look at the backyard. And that'll be on the next section.